Hi everyone, Sunbeam Tarot here with another pick a card reading for you all. This one is going to be love messages from your spirit guides or your inner being or your angels, whatever you call them. So we got some really good tough love messages today for every group, just so you know. And sometimes that's what we really need to hear. So if you're clicking on this video, it's a timeless reading. It's going to apply to you in some way. Take what resonates. These messages are very important for some reason. That's why you need to hear them. For those of you who haven't been to my channel before, hi, I'm Alexis. I do pick a card readings at least on Saturday, Sunday, Mondays, and maybe a couple other times throughout the week. Mostly mine are themed pick a card readings. This one is not. Normally I do like Disney themes or nerdy themes in some way. But one thing I always do is I do read quotes from books or songs or movies, especially if it's like related to the theme of the reading. Like I might do Disney songs for the Disney movie that I'm looking at or something like that. And I do that because I love messages that come through in that way. It's something that we all relate to, and I love being able to relate to that with you. Maybe it's a favorite song that you've heard, or maybe it just resonates with you in a very specific way, and that's why I do that. So the book today that we have used is The Princess Bride, which if you've never seen the movie or read the book, it is about a young boy and young girl who fall in love, and then they're separated, and then they come back together, but they still have lots of issues. They have lots of things to work through. Even Buttercup specifically, she has lots of perceptions and things that they have to work through together along their wonderful journey. So that is what we pulled today. We also have letters and charms today, and also tough love messages from the Rebel deck, as well as additional clarifiers from the Soul Tree. So we have lots to talk about today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you your three groups, and then you can go ahead and get started. Group one is rose quartz. Group two is a selenite stick. And group three is a chunk of bismuth. I love this. Okay, whichever one resonates with you, go ahead and pick. And then with that, we're going to move on to group number one. Hi, group one. So if you chose the rose quartz, and these are going to just be your general love messages from spirit. Side note too, as well, when I think of rose quartz, everyone considers rose quartz to be the crystal of love and relationships, and I look at it more as healing love. So anything from healing about love, healing self-love, things like that. So I just wanted to point that out for a quick second. Anyways, we got the cards, we got charms, letters, and then of course the book of quotes we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead first and pull you guys a tough love message. Love messages for group one. That one. Okay, you do you. I'll look at that in a second, and then I'm also going to pull a soul tree for you all as well. Love messages for group one. Okay, this one wants to come out. Risk. Okay, so you do you and risk. Let's look at the back of this one too. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Okay, that might be something that we need to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and pull out our three tarot cards first. So we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So right off the bat here, friends, for group one, I'm seeing somebody is very tired of getting their heart broken, or just having a fail in relationships. This could be about a specific person. I am feeling for a lot of you, or for some of you, that this person is like this heartbreak is over a person that you've had in the past. So like an ex-boyfriend, somebody who is with you and then not with you. It's hot and cold, it's on and off again, and you're just having your heart broken over that. Or it's somebody who's stringing you along, is not fully committed to you, and things like that. If that doesn't apply for some of you, if you're purely single, there's no one on your mind, this even just could be you're tired of just like a fail in relationships, like you're tired of liking somebody and then not liking you back, or going on dates with people and then having them seem to really like you and then all of a sudden be like, no, I'm over this. Just something about disappointment in love and just having that fail there. And then with this, the Two of Swords is just saying we have to make a decision about how we handle this situation, because what we're doing is not working and it's just making us stuck. It's making us stuck and it's not feeling good. We're not going anywhere. It's time to take a risk is what I'm saying here. And that decision for you is risky, because what is it? I mean, we're going to find out here, but it has ultimately to do with you. So you might be somebody who has been sticking around with a certain person, or will hold on in relationships even when it doesn't feel good, because you're hoping that the person's going to change their mind, or they're finally going to come around, or they're finally going to love you the way that you want them to love you. And it's just not working. Like you're just standing there waiting for nothing, and it's leading to heartbreak. So we have to make a decision here, and it has to do with you. So stop trying to change people. Stop trying to change people and stop waiting for people to change. You got to do this for yourself. This risk has to do with you. Let's look at your other cards. Release attachments. Let go of unhealthy attachments and connections that no longer serve you. Release the past so new doors can open. This is a period to get in touch with your inner strength and reclaim your personal power. Move forward to be free. And the endings always bring new beginnings. Endings bring always new beginnings. So with each, with each goodbye, there's like a hello. With each ending, there's a beginning. And that might be what you're afraid of here. So like in the traditional Two of Swords, it's a woman who's blindfolded and she's holding two beliefs, right? In this case, it might be for you, group one, should I stay? Should I go? Should I move on? And should we separate? Should I stick by like I've always done? And you're blindfolded, like that's like a love is blind sort of thing for me. And once that woman is able to take off the blindfold and see the situation around her, it's easier for her to make decisions and move forward. But she has to put down one of the swords or one of the beliefs in order to take off her blindfold. And that might be the risk there. Like you might have to make a decision in order to see what the outcome can lead to. And I'm seeing for some of you, group one, that might be assessing, should I walk away from this person? Let's see if that says it with the rest of the stuff. Guys, okay. I can't make this up, this is crazy. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So now we have release attachments and separation. Let's look at the rest of our stuff here. Oh, you had one more of these as well. Divine counterpart. This person is a divine counterpart, or you're aligning with your twin flame. You're connecting spiritually or astrally with one another. This is coming together with the mirror soul. Okay. So you might not want to let go of this person because of how strongly you feel about them. They're like a soulmate. They or a twin flame for some of you as well, and they've made you grow. You felt love with them that you never felt before, and because of that, it's like you just want to hold on. For some of you, you might already be separated as well, and so you're just holding on to them in a non-physical way. Like you're just thinking about them a lot. They still have a place in your heart, even if they're actively and physically not in your life right now. And I get that. Like, believe me, I get what it's like to just hold on to somebody even when they're not there. It's like you can still feel them. They still make you happy or sad, and they're not actually physically there to do it. And it's up to you, though, to remove that out of your life if you need to. And I'm seeing here that that's something you need to do. That's the risk you're going to need to take in order for yourself. Let's look at this here. Hello, goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. I'm going to just pull this one as well. And commitment. Okay, guys, group one, this is a very clear message here. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry. Not every general reading is going to. This might not be the message for you, but this is definitely for someone out there. In terms of love, it's time to kind of let go, friends. It's time to let go. I think that's the decision that we're coming to here. That decision that you've been wondering, should I stay, should I go? I'm seeing take the risk and release attachments. You're doing it for yourself. And I think I even said it here as well. I think it's this one. Yes. Move forward to be free. Endings always bring new beginnings. And we have that here with the hello, goodbye. And I think I said that earlier too, like a hello, goodbye. Should I stay, should I go? You'll soon see that this change will make things better. So, and what will lead to a better? It will lead to more commitment in a different relationship, in a different way. Even commitment to yourself, because I'm seeing this you do you here. Your number one relationship should always be with you. And so, group one, I'm just seeing here that while you might be afraid of taking that risk and just walking away, or you might even feel like, I don't know how I can walk away, because you really don't want to. Even with this card here, like they don't want to leave each other, and it just feels so divine with the angels in front of, above them. They don't want to leave each other, and that's the part that's so hard, is like you really don't want to leave this person behind, but you also don't want to feel like this anymore. And so I think for now, at least, you do have to let this person go for yourself, and it's going to welcome in something new. And it could be something new with the same person for some of you, but in general, it's just going to welcome in a new commitment, a new relationship with somebody, a healthier relationship with somebody, whether it's with this person or someone else. It's going to be different for everybody, but we need to start by letting it go. That's what your angels, your spirit guides are trying to say here. It's time to let go. It's really time to let go. I know it's hard, but it's time for it. Let's look at your letters and your charms, friends. See if we can get something more out of that. I'll put this right here. You know, I also want to pull you guys a win message. Let me see if I can find it. Messages on win. Let us see. Okay. You know, that is fine. I can't find them right now. So maybe that's a big thing. Like, we don't have to worry about when. I couldn't find them, so that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and move on with our letters and charms here. Oh, they're over there. Okay, I just saw them. Let me go grab it. Oh, I pulled a lot, so I will look at that in a second. So maybe we can get some messages here on when will something pan out with this new commitment? Let's find out. Let's find out real quick before I do anything else. What should we do? Like, when will you get your answer? When will things make more sense? Next week, I saw for some of you. So this might be something that you're going to be working on for the next week for yourself, especially with this full moon here coming in. You're going to start just kind of getting these weird epiphanies as soon as next week. Again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever next week is for you. But yeah, I just wanted to pull that for you. Okay, let's look at our first off the bat, friends. I just want to say, so we have a couple different things here. We have the blue for healing, and then we also do have the maroon for passion. And then we've got these two buttons. So this button to me always talks about like things that are old and gone and just stale and need to be sewn up and cut loose ties. That button means that for me. And then this one always talks about new beginnings, new clarity, something fun and exciting, like a very Wands energy, especially with the matchsticks here, which is also a very Wands energy. So I feel that you need to close up something in order to really get a new beginning in love. So I'm just seeing that here. Let me pull up this here so you can see anything else. Feel free to, anything that's associated with you. We have a 1 as well. So like, I just look at that as like looking out for number 1. Several cats. I have some angels here, so definitely some heavy messages on spirit guides. We have multiple cats here, friends. You might be somebody who has cats, or considers yourself a cat lady or a cat gentleman. And like, you might just be like that. I read this as, you know, focusing on the other things in your life that matter to you, the other people. And even just embodying that concept of a cat energy to me, which is very independent. It's like self-serving. And I just, what that you do you message means a lot. We have some luck here, double luck. So I see this as, you know, this decision you're going to make, it's going to bring you better fortunes than you currently have. Yeah, here we go. We have another crossbows as well. Oh, I just realized I wasn't high up here. Sorry. So we have 2 clovers. We have crossbows for like death, so like things ending. Heart, butterfly, Eiffel Tower. I also have a bone here, so we have multiple bones, so just things that are like old and gone. Angels, owl for wisdom, elephant, crown. So whatever you see here, I just really notice these ones over here. So the button, the sun, the matchsticks, these ones really speak to me. I'm just gonna leave that there for you guys. Let's look at these letters. Cell. I don't know why I saw that. I think of that as like your body or like being trapped, needing to free yourself. Oh yeah, here. Free yourself. It's time to be free. New beginnings. New beginnings. In commitment and just like in love in general. I also have this here too. It doesn't have everything, but we have release as well, friends. And like, you're not going to get every letter, but release something, you know, release the boyfriend, release the girlfriend, move on. And you know this to be true. Like, I see this as well. Like, you really know that this is something that you've been needing to do for a while with that energy there. What else do we see here? We also have week. I know this is an M, but sometimes I just see it as a W as well. We also have week, so it might be next week, just like this message here says. What else do we see here? 9 of Wands. We have definitely something for 9 here, so might be talking about that 9 of Wands there for you. So again, I just see that as being tired and slow and just like needing to take a risk. Oh gosh, here we go, guys. Look, risk. I just realized this. So yeah, we need to take that risk. It's really saying that here with this card for you guys today. Like, it's time to just let go, it seems like, for a little bit. For you, it's very important for you. That is wild, guys. Group 1, let me just show you these charms again, just so you can see if anything calls out to you. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know in the below as well for these letters. I pulled so many of these today for you guys. This is Hello Kitty. No, that's just a cat. Still just a cat. This is Hello Kitty, though. A little tennis. You might be into tennis. Or I also just think that it's like the back and forth, the on and off, paddling back and forth, like the balls in your court sort of thing. So you might even be holding off again because you're just really waiting for that person to make a decision. But it's really you that needs to make the decision. So that's all that there for you. And then obviously cats. Let's go ahead and roll number 2 for your messages. Okay, it's down here. I love you. I know this must come as something of a surprise, since all I've ever done is scorn you and degrade you and taunt you. But I've loved you for several hours now, and every second more. I thought an hour ago that I loved you more than any woman has ever loved a man, but half an hour after, I knew that what I felt before was nothing compared to what I felt then. And then it just goes on and on and on about how she loves him more and more and more. What I feel like this for you guys, group 1, is that's what you really want this person to say to you. You want them to be able to go, I know that I was mean to you, I know I hurt you, but I love you so much. And I also just see this too as, you know, that person, or like these people, even though they hurt you, they don't hurt you to taunt you, you know, like it's not enjoyment out of them. It's just they have an energy right now that's just not for, like, they don't know what they're doing either. And that's what I'm getting. They don't know what they're doing either. They're trying to figure it out, but in the process, it's hurting you. And so you have to just kind of make that decision for yourself, even if they do care about you, even if they're very sweet. Like, it's about just doing this for yourself, especially if they're not serving you in any way. Hold on. I almost thought we had everything for serve as soon as I said that. We don't, but like, not serving you is something I just kind of thought about. But yeah, like they might be hurting you a lot, and so that's just something you have to keep in mind. And obviously, you know, with this message from this book, it's about, you know, someone could still love you or still care about you even if they're not right for you. And I'm also getting too that message could be from the spirit guides just saying, I know that this is a tough message, but we still care about you, we still love you, and we want you to feel that same way for you. We want you to take that risk and jump off there and be a fool and just fall in love with yourself and see how you can fall in love with yourself more and more and more. Okay, group 1, those are going to be your love messages here. I hope it resonates with somebody, and I hope it makes you feel better. Okay, like there's something better out there for you, especially with that hello goodbye and with that commitment card. There's something better on the horizon for you. You just have to go ahead and take that risk and just make a decision. Okay, thank you so much, group 1. I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Hi, group 2. So if you chose the long selenite stick wand, then these are going to be your messages on love, general messages from your spirit guides. I always consider the selenite stick, it reminds me a lot of like the Ace of Swords. So just like a new beginning, a new belief system. And also in general, it's just like about healing. So it might just be about healing old beliefs, healing ideas about love or what love should be like, healing your expectations, things like that. So that's just something to keep in mind. So we do have our charms and letters and our books today. First, I'm going to go ahead and do your cards and pull you guys a soul tree and a tough love message. Alrighty, group 2. This one feels right down here. Break free. Interesting. Break free. Okay, let's check this out. Before I just pull, I just want to look at this. So breaking free, this might even begin just with this stick that I just said. Breaking free from the idea of what love should be like or how you're supposed to love. This might even be for some of you breaking free from like a traditional relationship, or even in the relationship that you're in, maybe it no longer serves you. But breaking free I see as like a really positive card. It's very good. It's going to make you feel better. Let's get you a tough love message on that, group 2. Group 2. Oh, these are all falling everywhere. Okay, you are giving away your power. You are a badass, act like it. So that's why you need to break free here. I'm seeing here that you're whatever it is in terms of relationships, you might be waiting on a certain person, or you might be following a certain guidelines because you've been told that you're supposed to do that. This might even have to do with family as well, like following your family's ideas of what love should be like. I'm just getting something here with that. Let's go ahead and look at your rest of your cards and see if we get any more information from that. So your tarot cards are 8 of Cups, the Hierophant. Okay, interesting. The 7 of Swords, and the Hangman. Guys, before I even get on to the next thing here, it's literally saying what I just said. I'm seeing you, and these are your message from your spirit guides, and this won't apply to everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You have to walk away from a traditional idea of what love is supposed to be. I feel a very rigid, I'm seeing like a very rigid idea of love, of how it's supposed to feel, of who the person that you're supposed to be with is like. Maybe you had an idea in your head of what that person was going to be like for so long. Maybe they'd have a specific religion, and they'd be a specific color, and they'd come up from a specific sort of family or from a specific place. Like, I just see something like that, because it's like what you grew up with, right? Like, it's like your comfort zone. Like, I know these type of women, or I know these type of men, and that's what I feel comfortable with. And now I'm seeing here that you're changing, and it's time to break free. And that might be why you've been having some difficulty in some relationships, because that's not the relationship you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to go through those times, so then you're able to go, okay, none of this is really what I want. I know I've been working really hard for that sort of stuff, but now I think that I want to move on and go and find my 9th cup. And the 9th cup is wish fulfillment. So that's what you're out there looking for. And it's about saying, well, look in a different way than you've been trying. Because when I see this, for some of you, this may not apply to a lot of you, but for some of you, I'm seeing this as like coming out as a different sexuality than you are, or coming out as a different gender or sex than you believe that you are, or that other people believe that you are supposed to be. And that it's almost like just coming out and seeing your true colors, because I'm seeing some hiding secrets here and trying to fit in to, I see forcing, like, I'm trying to force myself to be a certain way in relationships, and that's just keeping you stuck. That's not allowing you to grow and actually feel the love you're supposed to feel. You're literally giving your power away, as it says here. And it's time to break free from that. It's time to break free from that concept, because you're lying to yourself and you're lying to those around you about who you truly are. And that's not fair to either of you or any of them. It's about moving on now and just looking at things in an untraditional way. That might even be acknowledging the types of people that you're attracted to, that you're starting to be attracted to. That might even just be how you even go and find love. Maybe some of you are like, no, absolutely not. I will not go online. I will not try to find people online. And it's saying, no, look online. Like, why don't you try it out? There's no harm in looking there. Or you might say, I've only ever loved people who were like this. And it's saying, okay, well, look how that all turned out. Do something different. Let's look at the rest of these cards. Home and family. This home environment or family changes. It could be a new home or relocation. Conflict. There is a conflict within this relationship that is causing emotional upset and tension. Some things may have been said from a negative place. There could be some mental or internal conflict about a choice or decision. This may pertain to a need for honesty in the relationship. Okay, it's time about being honest with ourselves about what we want in relationships. So this is going to be different for everyone. This might be even having to say to somebody, like, if you're in a relationship right now or you're with somebody that you don't want to be with anymore, it's about coming clean about that. And why? Like, maybe you want something different. Maybe you're realizing you want something different. Maybe you want someone else different, you know, like I'm even just saying, like, maybe you want like a totally different sex, so you're realizing you're attracted to someone completely different. Because I'm seeing this home and family here, and I'm seeing that as that's what's also driving your decisions and forcing yourself to be a certain way. You might be responsible for a whole family. You might just be really close with your family and you have some difficulties with that. But again, that's just keeping you stuck here, okay? And I see as stuck as like, it's fine. I feel it as being like you've gotten so comfortable with being stuck that you're like, nah, well, whatever. But the spirit guides are just being like, no, you can live a better life than the one that you're living right now. So we need some honesty here. Even for some of you, if this is something where you're with somebody and you're worried about how they feel about you, and maybe they're the ones that want to move on, I think it's time to start talking to them about that. Clear the air, see what's happening. You still need to break free or just release somebody as well. Chance, yeah, taking a chance here. Darwin's orchid. And Darwin always makes me think of, you know, we're evolving, we're changing, we're trying to change with and adapt to the way things are becoming. So we need to take a chance here on all this and take a chance on walking away and finding the love that we want. A happy surprise, something very good is about to happen. So really, something very good could come out of this. It might be something that you didn't expect, like a person's reaction is a lot more positive than you entailed, or like if this was like a breakup or like a separation, both of you realizing that you felt the same way and you're just feeling really glad that you could talk about it, or somebody being very supportive of what you want instead. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing. And pets, you love and understand animals. This might be a very specific message for somebody about, you know, what you're looking for. I also just see this, I love this card because of the winding road, and it just shows you like the wonderful things that you come across along the way, the little pet projects, the little things. And so yeah, this might even just be something about the conflict might have something to do with animals in some way, or whatever that means to you. Like, I really see it as more about the journey in this card than about like the pet specifically. Okay, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith because you're gonna have a happy surprise here. So don't be alarmed, like don't be afraid. It's just once you make that decision to move on, it's just trust yourself that you're making the right decision. That's what I'm seeing. And then this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So I see this, you know, taking this chance. This could be the one that you need to be doing. This could be the chance that you have to go forward with. And if you're thinking about somebody and you're like, oh, like I want to move towards this person, or like I'm starting to realize I like a different sort of person, I wonder if you're thinking about someone specific, then yes, that could be the one that you're thinking of, is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, group 2, just come clean about how you feel. You know, it's time to not keep this Seven of Swords energy anymore, because you're just living a lie about who you really are and what you're becoming. And I just see that, you know, people just break free from that, because you're just giving your power away, and that's not helping anybody. But the minute that you allow that chance to happen, something good's going to really come from that. I'm really seeing that already right now for you. Just breaking away from the traditional of what you've normally done and how you've normally done it in relationships. Let's get you guys some letters and quotes. I also want to get you guys a time message as well. So let's see. Let me pull this bad boy for you. I'm just going to put this here. Okay. So when might this occur? Or like, when will this happy surprise occur? Let's talk about the happy surprise. When will the happy surprise happen for you? Oh, 2 of them came out. Next week and very soon. So it's a lot closer than you think, especially with this message down here. It says something very good is about to happen. So it's going to happen very soon. It could be next week. It might not necessarily be like the biggest like thing or the biggest event, but something very good's going to come out of this. You know, coming out of you starting to be honest about who you truly are. Let me get you some charms. Okay. And let's look at these letters here real quick. Okay, off the bat, I'm already seeing like let go before I even turn everything over. So it's about saying like it's time to let go of some stuff. It's time to let go of how we've been doing things. Try something new. Okay. I see sis as well, so maybe the opinions of your siblings is something that really matters to you. Okay, so we have a message about men here as well. So, or even, okay, so men, we have ex. Interesting. So this might even have to do with like an ex-boyfriend, or maybe you're starting to be more attracted to men if you weren't attracted to men before, or vice versa. Maybe you're starting to be more attracted to women. Something like that. Something about coming out and revealing who you truly are. What else do we see here? Men, I see a need. You need men or need to let go even. Or I'm just seeing here like I'll go as well, like especially with that eight of cups energy, which we kind of have here saying that as well. 8. So like it's time to go. It's time to go. It literally says time as well. Like it's just time to move on from this whole thing, from this ex or from this situation, or yeah, like you're giving your power away and you just need to bring it back. Breaking free from that tradition. It's time to go and move on from that. Let's look at your charms. So we have luck and we have passion. So luck and passion. Wisdom with the owl. And then we have the horse here as well. So like that's chariot energy, moving forward, taking risks, just making a decision and going for it. We have an elephant, a crown, a butterfly, a cat. The Russian roulette too just makes me think of, again, taking that risk, like gambling here, just, and like believing in luck. So you're going to have luck in this chance that you're going to have here. You know, it's literally like a game of chance, but it's going to be good. It's going to have a happy surprise, like it said. I see this too as like alluring. So somebody might be really alluring you right now. And that's why, I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to like focus in on it. Maybe it's too far. Like this is just something about someone's alluring you, you know, you're feeling that draw to them. And now it's time to be honest with yourself and just go towards them. Butterflies, cat. I'm gonna just let you guys look at this and then put this down here. Whatever else you see in the charms or the comments, I mean, those are things that are gonna resonate with you. It's like you can read that as well, right? So I'm just gonna leave that there for you and then move on to rolling the dice for a quote. Number 3. what we have here. Okay. I have stayed these years in my hovel because of you. I have taught myself languages because of you. I have made my body strong because I thought you might be pleased by a strong body. I have lived my life with only the prayer that the sudden dawn you might glance in my direction. I have not known a moment in years when the sight of you did not send my heart careening against my rib cage. I have not known a night when your visage did not accompany me to sleep. There has not been a morning when you did not flutter behind my waking eyes. Is any of this getting through to you? So this might be a message from somebody towards you, or that might even be how you feel about somebody else. In general, though, too, I see this, like, I have done all this stuff for you because I thought you'd like it. And that also just speaks to me about the Seven of Swords. Like, I have done everything I can to be the way that you want me to be. But it's not who you truly are. So just be honest with yourself about that, you know, and go forward and start becoming who you're really meant to be, breaking free there. Anyways, group 2, those are going to be your messages. Let me know in the comments below if that resonated with you. And if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to my channel. And with that, take care. I'm going to move on to group number 3. Hi, group 3. So if you chose the colorful bismuth, then these are going to be your love messages for whatever the spirit guides want you to know about love or whatever you're trying to seek here. So we've got cards, we've got the quotes, and then the charms and the letters that we'll be doing. But first I'm going to pull you guys your tough love message and your soul tree message to get us started here. Okay, this one felt right. Shit is going down with your job. And then the last one is stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just stop. Okay, friends. Look at the back of these two. Reevaluate, change your perspective, and quit. Okay, so this might have to be specifically about a job, but I also just get the messages here, since this is about love, that you need to change your perspective of what you're doing and how you feel about a specific person or situation. And you need to stop stalking them. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Okay, that is a message already. So for some of you might actually be like really focused on another person, and it's just saying here, the spirit guys are saying just stop. Like, it's gonna feel better for you. I know it's very hard. I want to say that I've done this too. Everybody in the world has done this, but it's just saying it's time to, you know, you're gonna start feeling better when you stop needing to control this person or needing to get them to respond or say a specific thing. That's what I'm getting there with that. Let's look at your cards here. Hi, group 3. Real quick, it just occurred to me that I did not pull you a soul tree, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I already read all your messages, but I do want to throw this in here so it can give you more clarity. Group 3 love messages. This one is just peeking. Which one of you? Detachment. Okay, that's going to really mean a lot. And mystery. Detachment. We're detaching from what we're doing. We're detaching from the things we're trying to control, not needing it to be a specific outcome, which is going to be very important for the rest of your cards. And then also mystery, like embracing the unknown, right? You're never going to fully know how things are going to pan out, but just knowing that they will be fine, right? Like, you have to kind of let go and just go with the flow, and, you know, accept the way things have been, accept the choices that you make and what they resulted in, and then we're just going from there, right? Also, just look at this real quick too. Like, they almost look like identical trees. I just wanted to point that out. Anyways, these are for you. Continue on. See what we got. Okay, so we have 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody acted too quickly. We have the 2 of Pentacles, and we have the Fool. And the Fool in this one specifically just goes so well with this. So I'm seeing here someone in group 3, like, you acted too quickly about something. You made a rash decision. You didn't think things through about how you were going to be perceived, and you just kind of went for something and it didn't turn out very well, and now you regret it a little bit. Because I just see here, we started off, we weren't we weren't thinking as we went. We took a risk, and that risk hurt us, but we also were just being a little, maybe a little rash, because we get that here with the Knight of Swords here, right? We had a fierce belief. We just went for it without really thinking of the precautions, and it ended something. It ended something very abruptly and very quickly. And I see this here with the stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just stop. You might have made a choice, a risk to look at somebody, and now you feel really crappy about it because of that. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. They might have even said something really terrible to you, like, stop this is bothering me, this is creeping me out, like, leave me alone, I don't want you anymore. Like, that's the type of stuff you might have heard, which I am so sorry if you heard that. That is so terrible to hear, regardless of whether you were a person who was, messaging them a lot or trying to get a response from them. That doesn't mean you deserve that pain, right? But that's how they were reacting to you because of the choices you were making. That's what I'm seeing. So what now, right? I just made this mess. I'm trying to get this person. I'm trying to do all these things. It's not happening. Well, we need to stop. We're at a stopping point here. But that ending, to me, a Ten of Swords is always the blessing. So sometimes we go too far, we end things, or things just go too far and they end. And there's a horizon around the corner, right? The next step, the next belief that we can start driving with here. And the next belief you need to start with is just focusing on the stuff in your life that needs to be focused on. And we have that here with the back of this card that says, spend your time on someone worth it, or spend your time on something else that is worth it. So that could be your finances, your friends, your family, even another significant person that could be treating you so much better than this person over here treated you. That's something we need to look at here, like reevaluate, change your perspective. This is not a terrible loss. That's what I'm getting here. This isn't a terrible loss. It's an ending of something that needed to end, okay? And maybe in a way your actions caused that to happen, but that's fine. I always tell people, because when people go through breakups and they want to like message that person all the time, we've all done that. I see that as something that you need to do. Okay, so we always tell our friends, don't do that. That's, you're going to regret it. It's like, that's going to be terrible. But you know what? Sometimes we have to go through this pain and this disappointment and these like rash and ridiculous behaviors in order to come out on the other side. So sometimes I'm all for making a fool out of yourself when it comes to love, because that's how we can learn and move forward and do something different. And right now, that thing that you need to do different, I'm just seeing already, is focus on you. Let's look at your cards as well. Other things that you need to be committed by, specifically, that need your attention. Yeah. Okay, commitment. You are attracting a lifelong commitment, a life partner, a soul flame. This is the one you'll choose to spend your lifetime with. There could be an engagement, a sacred union, or a renewal of vows. A current relationship could be propelled forward. Okay. So for some of you, this rash decision might cause this, right? Might cause maybe it even ends the bullshit that was happening, and now we can move forward with a better commitment. But and that might resonate with some of you, but really what I'm seeing here is something kind of ended, whether it was an actual relationship or a concept of the relationship or a fight or whatever. It's ending, and now that ending allows us the opportunity to refocus on a better commitment. And that commitment can even be to yourself as well for some of you. This is going to, resonate with everyone differently, so take what resonates. This could be a commitment with the same person, a different person, yourself. Grandparent, you have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. So I get this as, what would your grandparent say to you? Or what would a person who's older in your life who has significant influence on you, what would they say in this situation? What would they tell you? My grandma would tell me not to waste my time, and she has in the past. She was a woman who loved to joke about how she always had 3 suitors after her at once. And so whenever I even had a heartbreak, she'd be like, well, honey, they don't matter. They're like a dime a dozen. You'll find another one. And of course, I never believed it at the time, but now I see that, and that's something that she would say. And also, like, just for me, like, you know, maybe your grandparents sang you a song. Like my grandmother always used to sing "Que sera sera," whatever will be will be, and that brought me a lot of closure and made me feel better. And so it's just saying here, think about what your grandparent would say to you that would make you feel better, or you know, what would make you feel better. Okay, definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes. So if your question is my commitment with this person, should I move on from this person, is it over, whatever your question is, yes, this is definitely true. And simplicity, put your energy into the basics and let go of the excess. This is about like, you can't cross the bridge until you let go of some of the baggage. That's what it says here. It's about letting go, getting back to basics, a restart. That's what I get here with this as well. We went so overboard, and now we got to drop that shit and just kind of start over for ourselves. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, I really just get this as like, take a hint. Like, that's, you know, the things that are happening. If it's not working out, no matter how hard you're trying, that's why, because it's not supposed to right now. It's not, at least for right now, it's not supposed to. Things are supposed to be different than what you're doing. And your last two cards are creation and purpose. Your purpose is to create something new. And that's why things are not working out the way that they are for you right now. That's why they're ending, because we have a new commitment, a new thing coming around the corner. We have other things we need to focus on, whether that's ourselves, whether that's other people who need us, whether that's just like refreshing our lives in some way. It's not on this person or these like failed relationships that are just bogging you down right now. If you're not talking to anyone right now, group 3, and this could just even be a mindset of what you've experienced in the past. This could be a perception you need to let go of that's been holding you back as well. And I think we said that here with this card. We need to change our perception about love, on how we can get love, on whether or not we deserve love. You definitely deserve it, okay? And yes, you definitely deserve it. You just need to focus on things a little bit differently. Change your perspective on this. This is a blessing. It's not a curse. This is a lesson. It's not a failure, okay? Anyways, I'm going to put this off to the side here. Very good messages there. Let's get you guys some... I also want to get you guys some time cards here. When will this commitment happen? When can we start seeing the beginnings of this commitment, or the energies that we need to move forward with that commitment? Ooh, everybody got next week. Let me pull one more. So that might just be something that this upcoming week is what you'll be focusing on. Maybe because you'll be viewing this message by then. Winter. Okay. And wait, because I just felt like Tara's pulling 3. So you might start to see like the changes of this by winter time. You might even start seeing some stuff next week, or you might even start working on this stuff next week, behaving differently, trying to focus on yourself more. And then we have wait here. So be patient with yourself, show yourself compassion. Even with this stop texting stuff, just things are going to heal. This too shall pass. Things are going to get better either starting next week or by winter time, you know, when things are going to start, you're going to start seeing fruition in some way of how you feel more right with yourself. You just have to give yourself patience, okay? Let's get you guys some letters, some charms. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Let's get you some letters. Interesting. Okay, look at this right away. We have you. It is about you right now. And it could even be saying that other person who's like, you know, not giving you the time of day right now, they might be in a very me moment too. So think of that as well. This gives you, them not paying attention to you gives you the like ability to like rise up and just start focusing on you as well. Also, I just want to point this out, like, too late. Something might be too late for you or for them. Like this relationship, it's done. That's kind of what I'm saying here right now. It's not forever. It's not like you're not going to ever find love again or like ever be able to rekindle or fix things. It's just right now, it's like it's too late. It's over. Just like put it down, let it go. You'll feel better. So we have cats. Some of you might have a name Catherine or Katie or Katarina, something like that. Let's look at your cards here, or your charms. So, okay, this button I always associate with tying up loose ends, just letting go of old stuff because it's old, it's dark, it's dull. That's what I get with that button, is like it's time to just move things on. Because we're going to something new and exciting here. This rainbow button, it's about vitality, trying out new things, seeing the color of life again, seeing the thrive of life. And you even notice here it's an infinitely smaller, a significantly smaller button than this one. And so I think of that as like starting new, starting fresh with something brand new. Brand new in terms of love, because we have the interconnected hearts here. We also have yin and yang, which is a very Two of Pentacles energy. So just balance with yourself. Angels, lots of angels. Also a cross, so you might be religious. You might need to turn to religion in order to make yourself feel better for a bit. The moon as well. It's just a phase, friends. You know, this too shall pass. Also in general too, because we do have the moon in Capricorn today. It's July 5th. So that might even be something for you too if you end up watching this today. But this is still a timeless reading, so regardless of that. We have a feminine energy as well, so you might be a female or identify as a female. You might be needing to just tie in your more feminine energy right now and less of your masculine energy, which we kind of get with that Knight of Swords here. Transitions. I also just have the ice wand, so to me like someone's being cold, feeling frosted over. And we have the grapes. So grapes to me are about like one step at a time, doing things one by one. And then the bicycle. The bicycle to me is about, it's very similar to like chariot energy, because I have the horse in my charms as well. But this one to me is about, you are completely in charge of the reins. Like you are, the only way that this bike is going to move is if there's balance. And so that's what I'm seeing here, is like in order to move on, in order for things to get better for yourself, you have to have balance. I'll just show these to you real quick one more time so you can see if anything resonates with you. You can tell me in the comments below, you know, reading along with me, as they say. So yeah, now we have a time that's about you, taking care of yourself. We did see the too late here as well, so that might even having to do with that message there. Whatever else you see, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know. I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys your quote and we'll be good to go. 5. Interesting. Okay. So I can live without love. That is the card that you got here with number 5. I can live without love. I want to tell you what that means to me. I can live without love means just because that this is gone, just because you made a mistake, just because things are too late, that doesn't mean your life is over. Take this moment to realize you're still alive. You are still here. You're still breathing. Everything already just with that means that life is okay. It is already better just because you are still around. You can still live your life, okay? You do not need to be with this person or a person really to be happy. You do not need things to be going your way with this right now in order for you to find happiness. You know, sometimes this might be your lesson as well, learning how to accept things as they come, because we can't control everything, right? We can't control what happens outside of ourselves, how people choose to act. We can only control what we can control right now, our reactions, our emotions, learning to change our perspective on things. That's what I'm seeing here. You can live without this guy or this girl, and you can live without this bullshit, and you should start as well. I also just saw here real quick, like, I see this as like caution. So like, again, pay attention to those red flags, just knowing things are trying to caution you right now, and you can live without this, okay? You can live without this. That's what I really want to get in here when it says, I can live without love. You can. You just can, okay? Like, love is going to come back. I'm not saying like you won't ever feel love, like you have love for family, friends, other things that make you feel good, but you can live without this specific person you need to love. That's what I'm getting with that. Anyways, group 3, those are going to be your messages. Let me know in the comments below if any of the charms or letters resonated with you, if this message resonated with you, if the quote resonated with you. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to my channel. I would love it. I'd love to see you next time. And until then, take care.